The CEO of Austrac today said that Westpac won't be the last and it's going to keep aggressively pursuing companies who don't comply with money laundering laws. So when we take a look back at the history of what was considered record fines, it's quite extraordinary. Starting 3 years ago with Tabcorp, the gambling company, it was fined $45 million for 108 breaches of money laundering law. That was huge at the time. But within a year, Commonwealth Bank took the top spot. CBA got fined $700 million for 53,000 breaches. Its so-called smart ATMs were being used by criminals to deposit huge sums of money, way above $10,000, and the regulators weren't notified. But Westpac today takes the cake with $1.3 billion for 23 million breaches. And some of those suspicious transactions were used to fund child sex abuse material from Southeast Asia. All right, so taking a look at how the market is going, Westpac shares have fallen by almost 1%, which is a big improvement because earlier in the day they fell by an even sharper 2.5%. But it's not doing that much worse than its peers like Commonwealth Bank. Tech stocks have been hit hardest, like Afterpay, along with gold miners like Evolution Mining, which have dropped even further in the last couple of hours. Some stocks are doing well today, and they include financial firm Challenger and the retailer Kathmandu. Although the banks and miners are weighing heavily on the market today, the biggest losses are actually being felt by the tech sector, stocks like Afterpay. And it comes after a bad day on Wall Street. The NASDAQ index in particular dropped by a steep 3% as big tech names like Tesla, Amazon and Apple were heavily sold off. And that tech sell-off has spread to the Australian market. So you can see the All Ords and the ASX 200 have fallen quite sharply. So right now they're down more than 1%. Still, it's a big improvement in the last few hours, but still a hefty fall. So the Aussie market has wiped out a lot of yesterday's gains. Now, turning to currencies, the Australian dollar also took a hit. It's now below 70.5 US cents. So it's fallen on growing expectations that the Reserve Bank will cut interest rates in just under 2 weeks. So right now, the Aussie dollar is at its lowest level in 2 months. And Lorna, that's the latest in finance news.
David, thanks very much. There have been 12 new cases of coronavirus in Victoria overnight. 2 more people have died.